Next up, we have joining us Temitope Alaosani. She is a registered dietitian and nutritionist with over 5 years clinical experience in the dietetics profession and a proven track record in evidence-based nutrition education and counseling. She is a full member of the Nutrition Society of Nigeria and the Association of Nigerian Dietitians. Now, Temitope is passionate about improving the health and well-being of people and individuals, and she will be talking about should food be medicine with the focus on kidney disease. Good morning.
Hi.
How are you doing, namesake?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, so we started talking about the topic before we came on live, and should food be a replacement for medicine?
Well, okay, so in this context today, we're focusing on kidney diseases.
Yes.
Yes, the truth is, first, what causes kidney diseases?
Yes.
Many times, you know, it's attributed to, or when you do not drink enough water, when you're dehydrated, and sometimes it's also caused as a result of, you know, some underlying conditions like maybe diabetes, hypertension, and yes, all these things are actually nutrition related in one way or another. I mean, water is like what you put in your body, right? It's like your food is basically what you eat or drink. So I mean, eating, drinking definitely has a role to play. But when we're saying can we swap food for medicine, now that is quite tricky, because it's like saying can you swap your kitchen for a hospital? Yeah. So technically I would say everything needs to, there needs to be a balance. Everything has to work one hand in, I mean, everything has to exactly work hand in hand. And kidney disease is a kind of disease that it progresses over time. So it doesn't just stay in one place. Now, depending on what phase a person is actually, somebody who is maybe having the very, very early stages of kidney disease can say, oh, okay, I want to look at my lifestyle as an, you know, as an option to downplay how, you know, bad these kidneys are functioning and maybe improve the work. However, somebody who is already at the end stage might not want to do that, might want to actually focus more on medicine. Let me give you an instance. Okay. So a tablet of vitamin C would supply, this is just like a figure off my head, let's say like 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C. Now, a piece of apple, an apple would probably supply maybe 500 milligrams, or, you know, something really, really small. Now, for somebody who is at the end stage, you want something that will give you, you know, that like potency. And that is something you definitely get from your medication. So, okay,
but sorry to cut you. At this point, we're going to use vitamin C as an example. If apple has little amount, how about kiwi? Or oranges. I mean,
naturally, your food naturally contains lesser amounts than, you know, what you have from the pharmaceuticals, because those are actually, you know, man-made. You know, it's measured. It's like, oh, this is the amount, that's the quantity that we want, and it's usually in high doses. That's why you do not, even kiwi, which supplies high amounts of vitamins.
Yes, it does.
Your vitamin tabs, your multivitamins, you know, would have way, way, way higher concentration. Yes, at the end of the day.
But now, considering the fact that with the evolution of science and we have different types of diseases that keep springing up, cancer is like at its highest point now in the world. And if you take time back to before we have like the higher level of civilization, people were taking care of themselves through, let me say, traditional means, which is our plants and our vegetables and our herbs. So why can't we still do that? Because the level of illnesses that we had, yes, it was still there, but not as chemically inclined as it is now. Don't you think that our medical-based form of treatments also have a hand to play in this?
Oh, well, when we're talking about, you know, the old days and, you know, the way things were, yes, people were using herbs and, you know, all these things, but don't forget that people were also living a very, very active life. Compared to now, you know, there are a lot of people, you know, who are, I mean, obesity, overweight is like on the rise across Africa. And this is one thing that is like an underlying factor for so many of these diseases. So it's not just about, you know, taking herbs. These people were actually living like active lives. So there was not, you know, now we are working like what, 9 to 5. People are not even able to get up, you know, move. And then into the weekends when we're going out to places where we're eating, you know,
turning up.
Exactly, we're turning up and we are, you know, having alcohol for the weekends. When we're going out to eat with our friends, we're eating things that, you know, refined and all of those things. So it's not just about, you know, herbs and medicine alone. How well are we actually eating compared to, you know, these people that we're talking about? So eating healthy is something that we need to actually focus on first. And one thing is, I mean, I would not like people to just think that, oh, food is treatment. Food is actually supposed to nourish your body. Yeah, so I mean, when you're taking, for instance, something that, you know, people like to say, oh, I'm drinking this thing as a herb. No, eat it as food. It is food.
Yes,
so
it is.
rather than saying, okay, I want to have, you know, this agbo, why don't you just eat your vegetables?
Exactly.
Why don't you just, you know, have it with your, alongside your main meals? So yeah, it's something that is definitely, I mean, beneficial to actually do these things. But I think that medicine still has a very, very vital role to play. I think it still has a very vital role to play. I mean, in healthcare, yes, I think so.
Okay, so but now for proper care of our kidneys, like for daily care of our kidneys, what meals would you say we should try to inculcate in our weekly meal plans?
Like, okay, even daily. I mean,
daily, yeah.
Yeah, so eating healthy is absolutely important, and that's because, like I said, kidney disease is something that progresses over time.
Yeah.
And many times, when people even have, like, at the beginning stage of kidney, they don't even have any symptoms.
Yeah.
And you know, even when there are symptoms, like maybe your urine, the amount of urine you're producing as, you know, reduced drastically. Many times we're not even aware. We just go about, you know, the day. Many people don't even check for the color of their urine, just do it and, you know, go out. And these are the things that might actually point you to the fact that, okay, my kidneys might be, you know, might not be working. So number one, it's important to have a balanced diet, to have an adequate diet across, I mean, every day. I keep saying, try as much as possible to eat fruits, try as much as possible to eat vegetables. Yes, and I mean, it's really going to help us.
Okay, thank you so much, namesake. Thank you so much for educating and informing us today. I'm sure we have learned more than a thing or two on how to improve our diet and, of course, to protect our kidneys. You can catch up on more on this on social media at TVC Connect. Drop your comments. I'm sure TVC will be more than willing to answer more questions. Moving on, we still have so much packed up for the rest of the show. Do not go anywhere, because I can promise you, you will miss a lot. We'll be right back.